Hi everyone, hope you're doing okay. So today we're going to look at adding in maths. So we're going to add single digits first of all. So we're going to look at our number sentence here, which is 9 add 5 equals. So we're going to think about how can we work this out. So we could start by counting on, so by putting 9 in our heads and then counting on with our fingers. We could get some toys in our house, so you might have to get 9 pieces of Lego or cars or dolls, whatever you want to use in the house, and then add 5 more and work it out. You might understand that 5 is made up of 1 and 4, so you know that 9 and 1 makes 10, so you've already added that and then adding your 4 on. It depends what method works best for you. I think a lot of you guys will either need to get 9 and 5 and add them together, or start at 9 and then use your fingers to count on 5. Okay, so that's the one I'm going to show you now. So if we put 9 in our head, and then we're going to add 5, so we'd go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So then I would write 14 there. Okay, your turn next is to choose whichever method works for you. It could be the one I've just showed you. It could be that you need to go and get some toys and some things in your house to help you use. It's up to you. Okay, so I want you to have a go at 2 of these number sentences at least. Okay, you probably could be able to do them all, but I at least want you to do 2 of them. And I want you to have a go at that, and then at the end, remember, you can send all of your work in to me. But if you pause the video now and have a go. So I know that 8 add 5 is 13, so you can give yourselves a tick if you have managed to do this. 10 and 6 is 16, 7 and 4 is 11, 9 and 6 is 15, and 8 add 7 is also 15. Give yourselves a round of applause if you managed to do that right. Okay, so remember at the end you'll send all of your work in and I'll be able to see as well. If you've gone wrong, maybe you need to look at with your grown-up as to where it's gone wrong. Perhaps you didn't use your counting on method. Remember, you've got to make sure you put it in your head and then count on, and make sure if you're adding the toys up that you add up, or that you know your bonds properly. All right, so just be careful of that. Any problems, do get in touch if you're not sure where you've gone wrong, and I'll be happy to help you. Let's have a look at another one. We're going to do some number problems now. So the same methods. If Ben has 9 cats and Sarah has 4 cats, how many cats are there altogether? Now, because we've got the word altogether, we need to work out altogether. So we need to bring those 2 numbers together to work out the answer. So again, you could either get 9 and 4 of something in your house. You could put 9 in your head and count on 4. You could use your number bonds, so knowing that 4 is made up of 1 and 3, and your 9 and your 1 makes you 10, and then you've got your 3. Again, it depends on you. So I'm going to write my number sentence first. So I've got 9 cats, and I need to add 4 to it. And it equals, so we'll put 9 in our head, so we'll go 9, and we're going to add on 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I know the answer is 13. And that's how I would write it. If you're still unsure about how to write numbers, you might want to just go online and try and find 100 square to help you to be able to write some of the numbers. Next one then. Tom has 8 sweets in a bag, and Sam has 6 sweets in his bag. How many are there altogether? So again, it's that word altogether, isn't it? If I underline that, it means we need to work it out all together, bringing both numbers together. So our number is 8 and our other number is 6, because they're the main things we need from the problem, isn't it? Look at all those words when actually we need to work out what the numbers are and what the problem is actually asking us to do. So I would write 8 add 6 equals, and again, you work it out however you want to. Pause the video, have a go. You could use the counting on method, adding things up, or using your bonds. Pause the video and have a go at 8 add 6. So I'm going to do it where I put 8 in my head and I count on 6. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I would write Hope you got those okay. It's a little bit different in word problems because there's lots of words that kind of go with it and sometimes confuse us. But when you have a go at making up your own addition problem, so using something like this, so somebody has so many of something, it could be sweets, biscuits, toys, whatever you want to choose, and another person has got so many of them. How many are all together? And add that up. So you'd have a go at writing your own problem, please, and at the end, send it on to me. So now we're going to have a look at adding a single digit to a 2-digit number. So this time we've got our tens and our ones, okay? So we've got 25 add 4. So we don't need to worry about the 20 because we're only adding on 1. So our tens number, if we do tens and ones like that, our tens number isn't going to change. It's just our ones number. So what we need to think about, okay, so again, using your toys in your house, I know it's going to be quite difficult to get 25. So what you could do is, again, put 25 in your head and either count on with 4 fingers or with 4 toys. Then you could also think about using your bonds, like we have been doing, but you don't need to worry about that number 20, do you, again, because we're just adding on the ones. So it's actually, we need to work out what 5 add 4 is. So we know that 5 add 4 is 9. And then we've got our 20, which is our tens number. So we've got 20 add 9, which equals 29. Hopefully you were able to follow that. Okay, so we know 5 and 4 is 9. And then we have our 20. So we need to add those together. All right, which then gives us 29. So hopefully that's helped as well. But let's have a look at some more. So again, I would like you to have a go at using your bonds for this, if possible, rather than using equipment and counting on, okay? Just so I can get you used to your bonds. If you're getting stuck and you're getting a bit muddled, go back to using counting on or using the equipment, okay? But try and have a think about bonds. So if I did the first one for you, if we do 2 and 6, we know 2 add 6 is 8. Then that's add on our 10, because that's what's left. And then we know 10 add 8 is 18. So have a go at the other 4 and using your bonds with your ones number and then adding on your tens. So 3 and 5 and add on your 20 and so on. Have a go and then at the end you can add that to what you've done so far and at the end send it on to me. Pause the video and have a go. So I know 3 and 5 is 8 and then I've got to add on my 20. So that's 28. 1 and 7 is 8 and add on my 30, so that's 38. 5 and 4 is 9 and add on my 40, so that's 49. And then the last one, 7 and 2 is 9 and add on my 60, so that's 69. Hopefully you were able to do it like that where you could recognise your bonds and add on the tens afterwards. So let's have a look with some number problems. In the class there are 12 boys and 7 girls. How many are there in the class all together? So again, we're adding it all together. So we need 12 and 7 and adding it together. So let's write 12 add 7 equals. So let's have a look. We know what's 2 add 7. It is 9 and then add on your 10. So we know it is 19. Okay, so have a go at this next problem on your own. A plant was 11 centimetres tall. It grew another 8 centimetres. How tall is the plant now? So 11 centimetres and 8 centimetres. And you're going to find out how tall it is now. So if it's 11 and it's grown another 8 centimetres, that again is an adding. So we do 11 add 8 equals, okay, and I want you to have a go at doing that. So use your bond and then add on your 10. So pause the video and have a go. So we've got 1 and 8, which we know is 7. Add on your 10, so our answer is 17. Hopefully you're able to do that. So again, I want you to make up another problem of your own, but I want one of the numbers to be a 2-digit number, okay? So anything above 11 we'll have. And your other one is a single digit, okay? Now this is quite tricky because we don't want it to cross 10. So what I want you to do is your other number can be no more than 5. So a couple of things in there that I want you to just think about, because otherwise we haven't done that. So I want you to think about a number that's higher than 10, okay? But I want this number to be no more than 5, and hopefully that should work. All right, send it to me at the end. If you need any help, I'm sure your grown-ups will do that. Okay, so that's the end for today, guys. Hope you've found that maths okay today. Any problems, do get in touch via Tapestry, and please upload your work because I do enjoy seeing that. Take care.